Inbound versus outbound marketing. What do those actually mean? They might just seem like trendy bits of marketing jargon, but they're really very useful strategies to apply to your business when you get them right.
Inbound marketing is often thought of like a magnet, a marketing strategy that draws customers in. It prides itself on being content-driven and brand-focused, aiming to support customers by helping them to solve their own problems, helping guide them towards your business's products and services as the ideal ways to solve them. Outbound marketing, on the other hand, doesn't wait for a prospect to come to you organically, and it's often considered interruptive sometimes compared to just standing on the street with a megaphone. But if you're doing outbound right, that's a bit of an oversimplification. If inbound marketing focuses on generating leads more organically by spreading awareness and helping prospects to solve their problems, then outbound marketing focuses on creating opportunities for marketers to engage those same kinds of people in other environments, often before they've realized they have a problem. Because outbound marketing tends to target people in moments when they aren't actively looking for you, it has the difficult task of needing to grab the attention of your prospects, often stealing it from another focal point, and it has to work hard to keep it. It'll often use any number of strategies to this aim: relevance, trustworthiness, entertainment value, shareability, and maybe even deliberately being a little bit challenging or a little bit controversial. Rather than just shouting into the void, good outbound marketing takes advantage of the data that your inbound marketing campaigns have worked hard to collect to figure out the most effective ways to promote your products and services to the audiences most likely to engage in the places you're most likely to find them.
So who should you target with outbound, and how do you figure it out? Outbound marketing performs best when it's informed by data you've sourced from your inbound campaigns, helping ensure that you focus your strategy on tactics, approaches, creative, and targeting that is most likely to generate results. And if your inbound marketing campaigns have been successful, you should have a strong pool of prospects and customers you can start to build various personas and profiles on. You may even find you have different personas for different product lines or services. These personas are typically data-driven descriptors that help to build out a profile of who your existing customers are. They rely quite heavily on demographic data, like location, gender, or age, but can often use behavioral data as well as an indicator of buying intent. Data points such as purchase history, email engagement, or cart abandonment. Segmenting your audience by categorizing it into high-level groups determined by common features helps you target your outbound marketing strategies to the right audiences. How you segment your audience is going to depend a lot on your customer's buying journey and the buyer cycle. For fast-moving consumer goods with a broad customer range, segmenting by behavioral data points like frequency or purchase value might help to create smaller segments to target with a more relevant message.
There are many channels that fall under the outbound umbrella, and today we're going to focus on two in particular. Display networks and social advertising tools are two channels that do fall squarely in the outbound bucket, and they help businesses connect with new audiences in some surprisingly effective ways. These tools allow you to create opportunities to expand your outbound marketing efforts to a wider audience by uploading your existing customer profiles and creating like audiences. Groups of people who look like your existing customers, people who have common features, common interests, and common behavior. The idea being, your product appeals to a certain type of person, and that if these tools can help identify people that have similar traits, then perhaps those audiences might also have another shared interest: you. While social advertising platforms can help you find and create new audiences, display networks can be great tools for helping you bring audiences back to purchase. Getting visitors to your website can be an expensive exercise, especially when the number who convert on first visit can be low. Display networks, such as Google Display Network, can allow businesses to create campaigns that identify people who have already visited key pages, so targeted ads can help bring them back to make a purchase. These strategies are often referred to as retargeting campaigns and can work really well when paired with an impactful combination of both outbound and inbound marketing campaigns to help draw prospects back to your website. So, what can you do to help make sure these channels work for you? Take advantage of insights you've gleaned from your inbound marketing tactics. Utilize past performance, personas, and segmentation insights to help define individual outbound campaign strategies that are likely to perform well for your business. Remember that timing matters, as does frequency, especially with retargeting. You don't want your prospects to feel stalked, but you also don't want to completely miss the window of opportunity. Be clear on your campaign objective. Are you building brand awareness? Product awareness? Are you trying to generate a particular action or outcome? Make this the foundational cornerstone that your entire campaign is built around. And keep your objective in mind when you're analyzing campaign performance too. Make sure that your measure of success is relevant to the campaign's objective and that any cross-campaign analysis compares apples to apples. Just like you can't judge a fish on its ability to climb a tree, judging an outbound campaign on a metric it was never designed to drive towards will really show positive results.
For a lot of outbound campaigns, you might not have a lot of information about the audiences you're targeting, but that doesn't mean it's okay to let your message be generic and one size fits all. Though we might like to think we're more advanced and civilized, the truth is we humans are all a little self-centered, and we are the heroes of our own stories. We tend to respond better to communications that put us at the center, that are relevant, and feel like they speak directly to us. So make use of the data that you do have to help personalize your message and create the sense of one-to-one communication where you can. If your campaign targets a like audience across social channels and uses existing customer data, then what type of messaging has resonated with your existing customers previously? Retargeting campaigns allow you to rely on urgency in exciting ways. Highlighting low stock numbers, limited time offers, or highlighting recent purchases based on location can be impactful towards the right audience. The one thing we want to avoid, however, is looking like we pay too much attention. We want to get personal, but we don't want to come across like we're a bit of a creep. Show what you know about a customer only when they would expect you to know it, and be sure to throw in a wild card or two to show them that, yeah, you pay attention, just maybe not too much attention.
Outbound marketing is all about testing everything and testing often. And while that notion is absolutely something that can be applied to everything in digital marketing, it's especially useful when reviewing your outbound marketing efforts. Your engagement metrics like click-through rate or impressions are really useful to help you understand what kind of traffic your outbound marketing efforts are driving, but they're useless if the audiences they're driving to your brand just aren't taking action. Expand your reporting to include your conversion metrics, and this will allow you to start seeing how your outbound marketing efforts are helping drive revenue or sales opportunities. Once you've started to understand how your new audiences are engaging or not engaging if that's the case, it's time to start mixing up your messaging, channels, and campaign activity to start testing different variables. Your testing should be scientific and out to prove or disprove a hypothesis, but don't fall prey to the biggest mistake marketers make in this area, not considering statistical significance. Statistical significance is effectively a way of establishing whether one thing performed better than another because it is genuinely better, or whether it simply performed better by chance, and it can be easily checked with any number of online calculators. If you're making important decisions about your marketing strategies without confirming that the results informing those decisions are statistically significant, you're rolling a dice, and there's no knowing whether the next roll will be a nat 20 or a nat 1. And don't forget, the effects of small improvements multiply over time. Improving your engagement rates across campaigns or channels by something as small as 10% will work together to have a multiplying effect, increasing your overall audience size and also your revenue.
As consumer behavior changes, a good outbound marketing solution will be one that is continually improving and responding to changing needs and new capabilities. If you're looking to accelerate your growth and stay ahead of the competition, then it pays to focus on how your outbound marketing efforts impact your wider marketing strategies and your business. Start by looking at how the information you're using to support your outbound marketing campaigns is used. What other marketing campaigns are utilizing the data you're capturing? Are the sales and support teams using this insight? And if so, how? No matter how your organization uses this information, it means your solution should aim to support a much wider range of business activities. Think more than just your outbound marketing.
Outbound marketing is a fantastic way to start identifying new audiences so that you can start showing them all the cool stuff you do as a business.
It's an important marketing tactic that allows you to start scaling both your marketing efforts as well as your business.
From finding new audiences to testing and reiterating, we hope that this gives you some more insight on how outbound marketing tactics can be used to add a lot of value to your business.